Hunter, if you're awake, come to Central. I need to show you something. I spent some time decrypting the data drive Crossbones gave to Cap.
I hope it gave us good information on Hydra.
He gave us good intelligence, all right. But it's not about Hydra. It's about us. Take a look. He had files on all of us. Cap, me, Stark, Blade, Magic, Nico, everyone. Strengths, weaknesses. Mostly weaknesses.
We can use this information to fix our deficiencies. Whatever he viewed as a weakness, we can make into a strength.
I like the way you think. Now I just need to convince Cap that distributing these files to the team is a good idea. This isn't even all of it. There's a whole other section, but I can't access it.
More encryption.
Multiple layers of it. I could probably get it, but it'll take me a while. Cap could make this go a lot quicker.
Where is he? I'm surprised he is not going over these files with you.
He was with me when we first unlocked the drive. He was already agitated from Crossbones' death, but I think seeing what he had on us really set him off. He excused himself in a hurry. Now I need him back.
I will find him and convince him to come back. You do not have to worry about that.
I have no doubt you can be most persuasive when you want to be, Hunter.
Was there anything about me on that drive?
Strangely, no. Not a word.
Odd.
I'll keep trying to break this code while you find Cap. Any new leads? Fascinating info here. Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
You spared me further agony. Straight out of Cap's playbook.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Steve, Carol needs your help decrypting Crossbones' files.
It figures she'd send you. Did she tell you I want nothing to do with it? Because I still don't.
Tell me why this is a problem.
It was something Crossbones said. The old man. He was talking about my greatest enemy.
Who?
The Red Skull commanded Hydra during the war. Obsessed with the occult.
You think the Red Skull has something to do with those files?
I'm certain. One file is called Project Gutmorder, a classic name for a Red Skull terror weapon. Rumlow wanted me to use the tools of my oldest enemy to defeat the newest. I won't give him the satisfaction.
You are looking at this the wrong way.
How do you think I should see it?
Crossbones made a point of drawing you to him. Then he found a way to get close to you. In the end, he turned on Lilith. He gave those files to the only person he could trust to put them to good use.
That's an interesting theory, but I won't give Rumlow the benefit of the doubt.
That is not your call to make. You helped put me in charge. Now trust me to do my job.
Well, I guess you have been paying attention. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? I'll talk to Carol and do what I can. Thanks for helping me work through this, Hunter.
Of course.
Practice makes perfect.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Evil doesn't take time off. Neither should we.
Peace.
And there's a new spirit in the Abbey. Thank you, Hunter.
Note for next time, if anyone else has any open grievances with demonic entities, please speak up before you say
There's a weird feeling of... How's it going, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie... Later.
Note for next time, if anyone else has any open grievances.
I can feel the mystical energy growing.
What are we building today?
Your power is certainly growing.
All right, here's the plan.
Your craftsmanship must be
Shh. Tony is working. So, what did you have in mind?
Does this meet your specifications? I gave this one an extra magical oomph. Hydra won't...
Don't forget to write.
Let's do this.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
The fire burns brighter.
Can't wait to try this out.
Later.
Got any blueprints for us? Not my best work, but it'll do.
As they say, good day, Hunter.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set.
We're ready to make a move. Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens.
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the keys.
Why are they all still looking at me?
You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
We'll make short work of it.
You have earned this.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
We'll take it. It is our turn.
getting pretty good at that.
Fear the Scarlet.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
You're in trouble now.
My time to shine. Time for the real thing.
I think we've got company.
Worry the sudden end.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Ready. Wheel.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Was it worth it?
Awaiting reinforcements.
They have not lost interest.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Welcome assistance.
That looked painful.
I will make this quick.
It's time.
You were too weak for this fight.
There's some good use of our
You've been practicing, haven't you?
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change. Hunter, I need a few minutes to myself.
Take your time. I am around if you want to talk.
Thanks.
Hey boss, any clue why Robbie freaked out about the new gear? Does he hate efficiency?
Whatever his reason, yelling at you did nothing to help.
He takes everything so personally. But hey, he's just a guy with a righteous rage spirit living in his head. That's the worst that could happen. I'm gonna bring the rest of this gear online. Should help you streamline the process when you and Parker do your thing.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. So, the Hulk.
You designed a prototype that will defeat him.
No.
Then what about the Hulk?
We don't know if any of this is going to work. But in theory, and I have to stress the theory, we think we can keep you alive for 6 seconds more than Central's models project. Maybe 7.
You should explain.
The first prototype agitates the gamma particles infused in the Hulk's skin, hide, carapace, whatever.
It gives the Hulk a burning sensation?
We absolutely shouldn't say it like that, but you get the principle. Tony came up with the second prototype. He says a particle burst may counter the odd gamma effects we've seen. It's localized, but it would benefit the team.
So a gamma reversion cloud?
Huh. That's much better than the Stark party burst. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
Hey, Hunter. Nice work back there. Oh, I was talking to the symbiote. You did good too, Hunter.
Hey, you.
Thanks for welcoming me into the fold, Hunter. Most people see the monster and run for the hills. Few people take the time to get to know the man underneath.
No problem, Eddie. I've been meaning to ask, where did you come up with the name Venom?
It sounds dangerous, and I like that. But I can't take the credit. Yeah, my symbiote came up with the name.
But you must have had an opinion.
Yeah, to go along with whatever the alien monster with big teeth wanted.
It must be nice to have someone to talk to when you are alone.
Yeah, but it's also distracting having someone chew your ear off while you're getting punched in the face.
If you need some quiet time, would earplugs help?
My other is attached to the ganglia of my parietal lobe. I would need brain plugs.
I bet Tony could make some.
Oh, so you want me to ask the guy who's making the high-end weapons tech we need to defeat Lilith to take a break and make brain plugs?
Good point.
I mean, it's a cool idea. Yeah, I'll ask him when this is over. Even the symbiote is into this!
There is my ferocious Charlie girl. It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
They would want you to have faith that we can get through this.
What? Like wait for a miracle? No, Hunter, that will not do. Sometimes I think you rely too much on the powers of light your ancestors gifted you. But what we need right now is swift action. Perhaps I should be asking Agatha. She would know better than I on what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
I think asking Agatha for guidance is a wonderful idea.
It's good to have her back, if only in spirit. It almost feels like we're a family again. If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the two of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them. Thank you, Hunter, but I'd like to be left alone to my thoughts now.
Code Red Alarm. I repeat, Code Red Alarm. Everyone stop what you're doing. I can't find the notebook for my, research project. I really need it back. Over.
Oh, and don't read it.
Eddie, don't use the comms for personal use.
Solid copy, cat herder.
You're forgiven. And I do quite like that handle.
Say again? Something personal use?
Cat herder out.
Eddie, I found your notebook.
What? Oh, that's incredible. Where was it?
In your room.
Huh. Really? That seems fishy. Why would it be there?
Because it is your room?
Yeah, which is why it would be the perfect place for someone to leave it after they read it. Hey, you didn't read it, did you?
You have some interesting ideas. Keep digging.
I knew you would understand. Unlike Parker. But don't worry about me. I'm a pro at this stuff. Ooh, we could put money on the next game. Do you even have money? Is it silver coins?
I have something for you.
A pair of cozy mittens?
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No, you sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting. And you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
Warm-up time, everybody. 200 jumping jacks, 30
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Until next time.
This could be fun for us. All right then. Time to take it to the next level. Do your thing.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmorder.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbones' data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go.
You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
I have full faith in Wolverine, and I can handle myself. We will be fine, no matter what we find in those tunnels.
That is some A-plus courage you're displaying, Hunter. You and Logan will make us all proud.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmorder?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmorder, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Good luck out there.
This country...
As a fellow time-displaced person, perhaps there are some gaps we can help each other with.
Yes, I have a lot of cultural catching up to do.
I have time to field a question, and I'd like to hear about America before it was a country.
Are tavern songs and operas still the toast of the town?
I hate to break it to you, but opera wasn't too popular even in my day. A lot of music from your time became other things. Tavern songs went away with the invention of the jukebox, but parents sing Three Blind Mice to their children to get them to sleep.
They sing what? Three Blind Mice is not suitable for children. That is a grim song about the Queen executing Protestants.
I don't even think I knew that bit of trivia. I suspect the melody is easy to sing and is very catchy.
It is an earworm about wanton capital punishment.
Well, thankfully, kids don't really grasp that context. Adjusting to a new time is tricky.
We need a support group for people displaced in time.
We used to run one at Avengers Tower on the new moon of every month. I'm sure we'll get one set up again once we stop the prophecy. I'll save you a seat next to Miguel. He drops by from time to time. He's from the year 2099. Nice guy.
Hey, can I ask a favor? If I were a Hydra mastermind, I'd keep secret labs stocked with even more secret research.
We did well.
I like where this is going. I'm here if you need me.
Hope if we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
If you are confident you know where to go, then I will be right there beside you.
Smart, Hunter. Real smart. Trust me and we'll get in and out of there before Hydra knows what's up.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Your jokes are mordering me, Logan.
Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now.
Danke.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. I tell you, there's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels.
Practice makes perfect. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. No pain, no gain. See you around.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
We've located a Hydra agent with an unusually high gamma signature, probably from working in close proximity to their recent experiments. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
They do not stand a chance. You were too weak for this fight. Talk while you still can.
put this to good use. I'm on it.
I've got your back.
Arigato.
It's about time. Watch and learn.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert.
I just don't know when to quit.
We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
I almost felt that one.
I must have angered them.
Guess I'm still the focus here. Not a problem. Ready up.
I think you got it.
That is one way of making your presence known.
Death has arrived. Prepare yourselves for the journey. It is my purpose.
You're hoping to wear me down.
I will not be defeated.
Our pact will not be broken. As she wills.
the same mistake twice. Next time I won't.
Doesn't look like much to me.
Speed! Restore our strength!
You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already. One more I'm here to help.
I know what my future holds.
I'm on it. Take this.
I was born to bring about the end. We will make this quick.
I could have made this so much worse. Tell him who sent you.
Got him scared. Just need to finish this.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I can handle it. Not as powerful as Lilith had hoped. Your mother abandoned you.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you. Read or die. That's what I've always said.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
Yeah, my plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we'd bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
An eclipse is a dark omen. They should never have fallen in love.
And yet the heart wants what it wants. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
That makes no sense. Why say Queen of Royal Blood?
You're right. I can't believe I missed that. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
It is obvious. They put her in Crash's suit.
Exactly. Crash won't need it to survive because they're within the bubble city. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's Zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogor, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the Monoculus.
I wonder if Tony could build me a robot dog.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Well, who else would you invite, if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Well, completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You were no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You leaving?
I am taking off.
Peace.
We stole their thunder. And their...
ask me how many times Iron Man has...
This chapel brings back some old memories.
How? Your first time at the Abbey was when Peter and I brought you here.
True. It's just this place reminds me of the church where we fought Dracula.
I know what you mean. I find places like this calming.
I wish I felt the same. For me, they conjure up sorrow and anger.
What happened exactly?
Remember how I told you I used to be a reporter?
Yes, like Peter.
No, nothing like Parker. That boy exploited his heroism to make cash taking blurry photos. I was a journalist. I wanted to mix it up on the streets, uncover the types of corruption that exploits the little guy, speak truth to power and all that jazz.
That is very noble, Eddie. You seem destined to become a great hero.
I appreciate that. Maybe you're right. Unfortunately, at some point, I lost my way. Cut a few corners with an important story, didn't double-check my sources, and ended up embarrassing myself publicly. I lost my job.
That sounds hard, Eddie.
After my father disowned me, I ended up at a church that looked a bit like this chapel.
Looking for a new start?
Looking to end it all, actually. But that's when I was saved by a higher power.
Let me guess, you were praying to Thor.
You know, after you've been to the stars and fought literal space gods, the Asgardians aren't nearly as impressive. Nah, didn't really know about him at the time. Thought he was a construction worker at a Renaissance festival. On that day, the symbiote and I united, and we vowed to become something better. A lethal protector who safeguarded innocence. On that day, we became Venom.
I heard you also tried to murder Spider-Man.
Trust me, he had it coming.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
What's shaking, Bacon?
I was thinking of doing something nice for Strange. You know, to show him how much he's appreciated. He was the only one who took a chance on me after, what happened. Anyway, I was wondering if you had any ideas.
That is very kind of you, Wanda.
Yeah, well, he deserves it. Strange isn't a homemade card or flowers kind of person, so gifts are out of the question. Maybe a fancy meal?
Please do not destroy the kitchen. It would pain Nico greatly.
Fair point. But I can't just leave him with nothing.
Have you ever told Strange how much you appreciate what he has done for you? That would be a kind gesture.
Huh. I guess I haven't. I think you're onto something, Hunter. I'll figure it out. Underneath the cape of pretension, there's a real gem of a human. Don't tell Steven that, though. It'll go straight to his head.
No pain, no gain.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
I'm ready when you are. Just remember the most important. There are no rules.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
What have you got for me, boss? Don't blink or you'll miss it. These should definitely give you an edge. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Is that a challenge? This is some of my best work. Got any blueprints for us?
Hydra won't stand a chance.
All right, now we're talking.
Farewell.
Let's do this.
An enhanced spell.
Don't stress it too much. See you around.
Stay out of trouble.
With all of the artifacts and equipment Hydra has been absconding with, it was inevitable we'd catch them unloading equipment somewhere.
Still gonna try that?
You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
Is that all?
Crude, but effective.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Bad luck for you, bub.
Lucky that's as far as I'm taking it.
Here we go!
Shouldn't even have to ask.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Looks like it's up to you. Here we go! Try this on for size!
Tracking target movement.
Oh, this shit! Look at it!
It's about time.
They're almost here. Hold position. Serve her with honor.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Should do the trick. This is gonna hurt.
I am impressed.
I owe you a Coke.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the other.
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
I can feel her corruption spreading.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Ooh, I like it!
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
Fine, speak.
During that last mission, was I the only one who thought, yep, this is how I die? No? Just me? Cool.
Peter, were you raised in New York City?
Yeah, in Queens. Also home to more villains than I care to count.
Why are there so many villains in Queens?
I have no idea. I never really thought about it.
Perhaps they see you as a worthy opponent.
No way. I'm usually the one who finds them. They never want the attention.
Maybe you seek out worthy opponents?
Nah, I just look out for my neighborhood.
Maybe they like having Spider-Man around to deal with the other villains?
So they keep my focus split. That is devious. Downright villainous. I think you're onto something. We're doing this again, right? When we hang out, it really doesn't feel like the world is ending.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Good talk, Hunter. I never viewed my relationship with Harry like that.
I have to say, Hunter, you do not disappoint.
All I did was show up.
Nah, you done more than show up. You showed me the way.
Could say the same about you, Daywalker. I feel I have learned much from you.
Happy to assist. I'll be honest, when Nico first busted you out of that coffin, I was sure there would be a time where I might have to hunt the hunter. But now I'm damn sure that time will never come.
I never thought it would.
That's because you know who you are.
And who am I?
Well, other than being my friend, you're one hell of a force to be reckoned with. Just wanted to let you know, I'll always have your back, Hunter, no matter what. Now, let's go kick some Lilin ass.
After you, Blade.
Eddie is driving me crazy.
Still helping?
Now that's good advice.
You know about that?
Everyone knows about it. He pretends it's a secret, but he won't stop talking about it.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
How's it going, boss? Let me do mine. Sometimes, I even impress myself. What are we building today? All right, now we're talking.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Someone either moved my test tubes, or I'm experimenting in my sleep again.
Yes, hello.
Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd really do it.
I hope you don't mind the setting. Promise I'm not trying to put any, divine pressure on you. It's just that you've really helped me expand my horizons with all this supernatural stuff. And along with my horizons, I'm expanding Stark Industries.
What does that mean, exactly?
I'm launching a new R&D department focused on magical items and potential new applications. It's gonna be huge. Bigger than huge. Stratospheric.
That sounds very exciting, Tony. I'm glad to see my teaching of the mystical is really making an impact on your life.
I'm really glad to hear you say that. You see, I need someone to lead this new division. I drew up a long list of names, read it over, then crumpled it up into a ball and threw it away. Right over there. There's only one person who's qualified to run that department for me.
Who?
You.
Me? Really?
You'll get your own office, staff, access to the most arcane, powerful artifacts I can track down, 401k, gym membership. The sky's the limit. Not even. There would be no limits. What do you say?
Yes. After all this time, all this pain, all these struggles, I deserve a quiet life.
I knew you'd be into it. But I don't want you rushing into anything you'll regret. Take your time. Think it over. We'll talk again when things are a little less, end of the worldy.
This lifestyle of ours, you know, hunting the forces of darkness. How do you like it?
I'm not sure like is the proper word, but it has got some unique challenges. For instance, a perk are the allies and friends we meet.
Glad you said that. There are too many lone wolves out there. It's good to rely on others every once in a while.
But when we must go at it alone, it is best to have an impressive arsenal like yours.
I've spent decades experimenting and putting it together. Any of them interest you?
Ever improvised a weapon? And I'm not talking snapping a broomstick in two.
In our line of work, everybody gets caught off guard at some point. And don't dismiss broomsticks. They make great steaks. But the weapon I'm most proud of was a sword made of paper.
How does that work?
I took a book of spells, don't remember which one, and made a papier-mâché sword out of the pages. And it held up. Love that thing. Being good at what we do ain't all about the gear or our ability to improvise. It's about why we do it. You got a good understanding of the why, and the how falls right into place.
My reasons are very complicated.
If they were simple, I'd be worried about you, Hunter. No pain, no gain.
This'll make a difference.
That will keep these teeth. I think we've got something for everyone.
Ready for a pounding?
Peace.
Hello. Good. I was hoping for something to do. And Hydra rears its ugly head. Got some ops ready for you. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for. See you soon.
Ready to check out my amazing tracking ability. I once wandered the sewers under the Hellfire Club's New York building for hours. This'll be a piece of cake. Really curious to see what the Red Skull's so interested in down there. I gotta say, if this whole chase turns out to be for buried gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. You ever hear the expression transient is for lovers?
No.
Me neither. There's a reason for that.
According to the map, the way into these tunnels is in a ravine at the base of the mountain. We can bring you right up to the entrance.
Beautiful. I can take it from there.
I'll have you know I'm indulging your desire to follow this map. Don't say I never gave you anything.
After this, I won't even expect a card from you on my birthday.
can this be? It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been 20 minutes. Relax. We're close.
You said that after your last sniff.
And I was right. If this is supposed to be an ambush, I've seen better.
Ambush? This is a slaughter.
No kidding. They were trying to get inside that vault. I don't believe in coincidences. Which means...
Project Mortar.
I'd bet my life on it.
So did they.
Guess Hydra just dropped a rung or two on the bad guy food chain.
Maybe so. Still, this Lilin feels different somehow. Feral.
You sniff that out?
We can debate the hows and whys later. Get that vault open before more of these things show up.
Too late for that.
You're right about that. It smells like it died, then crawled through hot garbage.
That is one way of describing it.
I'd be more concerned with how it fights, not how it smells.
Easy for you to say. It's not breathing down your neck.
It is all coming back to me.
Bad luck for you, bub.
Interesting.
Remind me not to get on the bad side. I'm gonna rip you a new one.
That was something.
Still want a piece? You aren't good enough for me.
Maybe I should be flattered.
I haven't seen that kind of Hydra regalia since the war.
Old Johan was probably hoping to hide out here if things went south. I guess he didn't make it.
We have our hands full as it is without having to worry about Red Skull.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Not looking good for you. I've got a reputation to protect.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you.
I'm on it. That looked like it hurt.
No mercy for the souls.
Want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Leave some for the rest of us.
It's about time.
Time to see if Red Skull really did hide his ultimate weapon here.
Decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
Great. Dollars to donuts, that alarm still leads somewhere.
Let's not stick around to find out. The hell you waiting for, kid? This way.
Crossbones command ship.
You gotta be kidding me.
Temple of Cthulhu.
Not what I'm talking about. Better brace yourselves.
This is why we enter the code.
That's a real mean guard dog they got for this place.
You need to look for a way out. You can't beat him in a straight fight.
We'll either figure something out or die trying.
You sure know how to rally the troops, Logan.
You are not worthy of her!
Let's do it!
That will never stop me! Mother will always shield me!
I've got you! We're still doing this? It's about time!
This is a dangerous game of cat and mouse.
You are the prey, isn't hunter.
You have already been consumed.
What happens when I get angry?
Yes,
You are not ready for me.
Do you see the glow of Wundagore? The time is almost at hand.
always some doomsday prophecy or ancient evil with you guys. Almost makes me miss Magneto. Done waiting.
You're making a mistake. You will regret that.
Should do the trick. To that face.
You only make me stronger. I won't forget this.
This shall be of great help.
I've put down a lot better marks than you.
I wish I could tell you we had some kind of air support or evac on the way.
That would be too easy.
You'll leave when Mother says so, not before. You know that's not enough.
Now they're really in trouble. Is that all?
Running out of options here.
And space.
One chance, Hunter. Return with me to Mother, and I will spare what remains of your friends.
Man, I miss the torn purple pants days.
It may be our only chance.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster. So come on, ugly. Let's finish this.
Finish this, Logan. Yes, I will!
Hunter, come to the forge when you can. It's urgent.
Hey, boss. I could use some help.
Okay, cut the bull, Stark. I know you.
The occult emanations coming from this god killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped it, I saw a face. The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact. But whatever it is could represent a change in the direction of our battle against Lilith.
The direct connection to Chthon in this thing is undeniable. And whatever that connection is, makes this thing the most dangerous object on the planet right now.
I agree with you. The Dark God's imprint here is the reason it demands to be understood. I think the safest option is to keep it here in the forge for a bit longer, at least until I've had a chance to study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that. I need to consult my grimoires. Check back with me when you can.
Need to unburden, Hunter?
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah. I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I did not think Tony was capable of an apology.
Oh, if he wasn't, I figured the Avengers would have kicked him out years ago. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? We have no big threats on the horizon, so today we're going to retool some of our gear.
No big threats? What about Lilith?
Shop class deals with known quantities. Lilith alters fundamental scientific principles just by existing. She's way out of our league. Besides, we have a ton of ideas in the backlog for these personal prototypes. It all depends on the components at hand. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have some Hulkbuster armor back in one of my warehouses, but it's only a stopgap, not a solution. Especially with the Hulk in his current state.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie.
So a smart guy like you never bothered to come up with a fail-safe in case the green chunk ever went psycho?
We found the most effective way to control Hulk was Banner himself. There is no better failsafe.
Now that Banner's gone screwy, nothing, no plan for when things got really tough.
There are always plans, though. Sending him off-world, perhaps?
Outer space? That's really the best you could come up with?
When I woke up this morning, the Red Skull was the furthest thing from my mind. Yet now it seems he's a key player, even from beyond the grave.
In my experience, the grave is but a way station, not a destination.
Every time I think I've got my mind wrapped around this conflict, I get thrown a curveball.
Finding that artifact beneath Mount Wundagore destabilized me as well.
Here's hoping Strange can figure out what exactly this God Killer is. If the Red Skull had it, then it's nothing good, I'm sure.
Earlier, you mentioned the Red Skull was drawn to the occult.
Like a fly to a rotting carcass. How much do you know about World War II?
I did not realize there was a World War I.
I'll just sum it up. Red Skull was a man whose ambition knew no limits. And when our world didn't give him enough, he looked beyond it for even more power.
A very dangerous man indeed.
And we're all safer that he's no longer among the living.
I think the world is safer because you are here protecting it, not because this Red Skull is gone.
I'm just one man, Hunter. It's all of us together that keeps the world safe. That includes you, Tony, Caretaker. Even the ghosts around here do their part.
I wonder how the Red Skull came to share my mother's obsession with Chthon anyway.
Oh, I'm sure he tried to find your mother to help him. All part of his Project Gutmortar.
My mother never would have allowed him to share her power.
Well, I don't think he got that blade just to put it under glass, if you know what I mean.
He planned to use it all right.
Now we just need to figure out why Crossbones wanted me to have it. Whatever the Red Skull wanted with that weapon, it wasn't good.
What's troubling you, Sarah? The hilt of the God Killer.
What is this about the God Killer?
The hilt. It looks a lot like the metal your collar is forged from.
Orichalcum. How can that be?
I'm not sure it is. It's just a hunch. Strange should examine it, see if my hunch is right. Because if it is, the God Killer might be our best shot at taking my sister's life, putting an end to all this madness.
Is that not what we all want? An end to this?
There's only 2.5 members of the Blood left in all creation, Hunter. When we defeat her, My only sister will be dead, and our kind will be nearly extinct.
I know this is hard, Sarah. But life as we know it will become extinct if we do not take hers.
I'm just sorry that the burden keeps falling to you. You must kill your own mother again. That must be incredibly difficult for you.
It is just my destiny.
A tragic destiny.
Tragic for me, but a happily ever after scenario for everyone else. And that is all that matters.
I fear sometimes I raised you to be too self-sacrificing.
You raised me to fight for the greater good.
Perhaps we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves too much. We're not even sure the handle of that blade is made of orichalcum.
Strange will find out.
Make sure he does. Salutations.
I don't see you coming up with anything better.